Everybody. So I almost did this breakdown twice because English is not my first language. So I almost did it in Spanish, but yeah, I would like to break down a little bit of why I chose each of the months that I did and like give a little context as to why. So I only have been playing draft for like 5 months, 4 months, like on and off. I haven't been playing for years or something. I think this is my third draft league or fourth, I think fourth. But I actually really like the idea of getting a free round one Uber. And the reason that I chose Fluttermane out of every Uber that I could have drafted, I was actually debating between choosing Fluttermane or Magirna, or Magirna, I should say. But I actually chose Fluttermane because I just really like the offensiveness of Ghost and Fairy. And with 135 special attack and 135 speed, I just really value speed, which you're going to see a lot in my mons. I don't have the most variety when it comes to speed, but my Flutterman was someone who I have faced before in other leagues, and I just really want to use it. But we all know what Flutterman does, Moonblast, Mystical Fire, for them pesky steel types, Shadow Ball. I can run boosters, pegs, scarf, even a little life orb. I don't think there's really much for me to say about Fluttermane, only that I really wanted to use it. So even though I was second on the draft, and I could have chosen like I don't know, like a Palkia Origin form or Magirna or some other ones. I just really wanted to use Fluttermane. So if you're wondering why I got second and chose Fluttermane out of everybody, it's just that I really wanted to use it. And I was like, mm, there are not that really many fairy or good fairies, so I just wanted to use Flurmy. So, fun fact: these next two picks, I'm gonna talk about them at the same time because I didn't have Excadrill or Shifu Rapid Strike. I had actually chosen Quaquaval and Lander's Eye, but I did a trade with Sin immediately after he managed to get Excadrill because I already originally had Quaquaval because I wanted water fighting with Rapid Spin, and I wanted Quaquaval because of how offensive it was. But I talked with Sin, and he managed to get Excadrill for me on Urshifu, so I was like, of course. And that's how I ended with Excadrill. I don't have the a sand team to get like a sand brush or sand force out of him, so I'm mostly gonna run him Mulberry most of the time probably. But unless I do some cheeky stuff with some other ones. But yeah, I actually have never used Escadrille before, but I'm excited to use him, the same as Urshifu. I just like the combination of fighting and water stab, and I wanted to a ground type and a steel type at the same time. So in the end, I feel that it worked for me. A steel type to that also counters other steels for my Fluttermane. Just in case the Mystical Fire isn't really the best option, then I can have Excadrill to take care of the other uh, steel types, plus being steel is immune to poison for my Fluttermane. Or Shifu, like we know what it does, like Rapid Strike and close combat, U-turn, aqua jet. I could even bulk up, drain punch setup. Just a lot of things that I could do with him. One of my actual favorite mons from Gen 9, Chi-Yu, is next. When this round started, I was like, not that I'm afraid of like steel types or anything, but I chose Chi-Yu because of the amazing special attack that he has. And if Fluttermane couldn't get through them, then I wanted another backup just in case, on the rare chance that I couldn't really use Fluttermane in a matchup or something, that I wanted to use then Shiyu. And I just love that its little fish is like 120 special defense and 100 speed. But yeah, I wanted to use Chiyu, probably the second most out of my team. First is Fluttermane, then is Chiyu. I just love the little goldfish. We can have like flamethrower, overheat, like choice packs, beats of ruin, overheat is gonna hurt everybody. It doesn't matter, you know. I can run little substitute, dark pulse. So I'm gonna talk about my next choice, which was Larios. The reason that I chose Larios was because I really needed. I wanted a dragon that was immune to earthquake, and I was at first gonna choose Salamence, but I was talking with another coach from the league, and I had mentioned it to him, and they were like, "Please, please, I want the Salamence." I'm like, "Okay, I can choose another dragon type," and the dragon type ended up being Larios. I know that I have. This is out of the 5 months that I drafted first. It's another special attacker, but at least I have like 110 speed. I have 100 here, 97, 88, 135. I feel like my speed tiers are kind of okay. No, I'm probably leaning to the faster side of being a coach and more like an offensive. Like, I think all of my drafts pick right now are more offensive than defensive. But yeah, I think we know what Larios does, like Dragon Dance, Draco Meteor, like Drop Draco, like I can flip turn, I can Ice Beam other dragons, Luster Purging, Outrage, Aching Noise, Recover, Reflect, Shadow Ball, Substitute, even set up Tailwind, Thunder Wave. I can do some trick shenanigans. I'm actually really excited about using Larios. I have never actually gotten it before in the leagues that I have used before, but I'm really excited about using it. Now, for the sixth pick, this is actually a mon that in another league completely walled my one of my teams, and I was so mad. I was so mad, which is the reason why I'm so excited to use it. You know, Regenerator, Wish, Protect. The person that beat me used a Wish, Protect, Psychic Noise, was it? Yeah, Psychic Noise, so I wouldn't heal. They also used the Baton Pass, Baton Pass in the Wish. So another one that they had, it was so annoying. And with 165 HP, was they were like leftovers. Leftovers, Wish, Protect, Baton Pass, and Psychic Noise. With Leftovers, and oh, it was so annoying. But yeah, I'm actually really excited about using Alumola because I think it's a great wall and a bulky water type, which I feel is always necessary in a draft. But I'm basically a rookie, so don't take my advice as gospel or anything. So my next pick is Overquill, which I love for the Intimidate, Toxic Spikes. You know, I love that it gets both Toxic Spikes and Spikes. Aqua Jet in priority. I always love using Barbarage or Crunch. Even a cheeky like little Destiny Bond or something to get more opponents off guard, or a little Pain Split Sword Stand if I want to go offensive, because it has 115 attack, little Sword Stands, and then it starts hurting. What I really like about this mon is that it feels that it's versatile, you know? It can be offensive even though it has Intimidate, so it leans more into a defensive type of mon. But I feel like it can be also as offensive as it is defensive. So that's why I like it a lot. Plus, it is a grounded poison type for them cheeky toxic spikes. And not to talk about another draft league, but at the time of recording this, I just got out of a game, a week 6 game with someone, and there's content just destroy my team with toxic spikes, and I didn't have a grounded poison, and most of the boosts that I had on some months, like for example Calyrex Ice, Calyrex Ice, the boost that it had got knocked off. So I was so mad because then my Calyrex lost to a Arceus Fairy, and I was so mad because I would have lived the Judgment and all the other moves if I wasn't toxic. So yeah, from now on, I'm always gonna get a grounded poison just for the cheeky toxic spikes. Next was Skarmory. I actually started looking for a flying type because Excadrill is my only steel, but I chose Skarmory because it's steel flying, so it gives me another ground immunity, and also Skarmory is super defensive, you know, like an Iron defense plus body press, with also with 140 already. Defense plus I can rest, protect, rock slide. It's one of the only flying types I think that it still has roost. Plus it gets spikes, or stealth rock, substitute sword stand, tailwind, taunt. I can whirlwind so my opponent can set up in front of me, especially if I bring either like stealth rock, start whirlwinding my enemy, you know. It's a mon that it's old as hell, but I feel like I can make good use of them. So something that I forgot to mention, Urshifu is actually my Terra captain, and in the league, if I'm correct, then we have an open Terra. So I don't have to choose like between one of the stabs or both the stab and then a third Terra, so I can actually use her Shifu to the best of its abilities. The next pick was a late decision at the moment of the draft when I was chasing, choosing, was because at the ninth round, and I think I only had 19 points, and Bondo was 17, and Aridos is 2. So I was like, do I get a 10 pointer and then a 9 pointer? And I was like, what are the actual chances that I actually get Iron Bundle and I get to use them? So it's like, if Iron Bundle isn't picked by the time of my ninth round pick, then I'm just gonna get Iron Bundle. I don't care that my team is mostly offensive, as you can see. I don't have really like the biggest walls, so I was like, you know what, screw it. If at least for the first week, the team is gonna stay this way, and in the future I'm gonna change it. But Iron Bundle, we know, is a monster. 136 PE with 124 special attack, and for some reason it has a 114 defense. I don't know how. I don't know how that makes sense. But I get flip turn, freeze dry, hydro pump, rest, sleep talk, substitute taunt, U-turn, acrobatics, even a Aurora Veil for some reason that I can probably pair it up with another team, another Amon or Encore. Sorry, my Spanish almost came up with that Encore. But yeah, I feel like just between Iron Bundle, probably Chiyu and Fluttermane, not to mention Larios and Urshifu, I can put a pretty big hole into any wall that the other coaches want to bring, even though I'm mostly special. But that's why I have Urshifu and Excadrill with 135 and 130 attack each. Plus also Overkill with 115. And for my last pick, I only had 2 points left. And I was like, do I do a jokey meme Pokemon? But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I can make the best out of the 2 points. And I decided to choose Aridos for just actually a, a single option. And that is this move right here, Sticky Webs. Is the only, reason why I chose Aridos. I was like, some of the teams might not have like a spinner or a really good defogger, so I chose Aridos. If I'm being honest, it's probably not going to come to most of the games, but if I think that speed control is better for me than hazard setting, then I will probably bring him. Plus, I can do, it has baton pass, which I can do Steel West, baton pass, infestation, which actually sounds like a weird strategy, but sometimes it actually comes clutch, like poison jab, protect sticky webs. For some reason, it gets sucker punch, throat shove, toxic spikes in case I can't bring overkill because of the mods that my the other coach has, Trailblaze, etc. So yeah, that is basically like a little rundown on my team. I'm actually not that experienced at drafts, so it's not going to be that the best or the most knowledgeable of all analysis. So I hope that you like it. Thanks, like and subscribe, and see you soon.